Hi, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, hello. So, seems to be working. Hope you're all doing okay. See if I can get like a better angle for Susie. She's sleeping, so she has kind of a bit of a zombie face. So today I'm going to work on the Nausicaa house. Just fix some stuff. I'll also do some texture repairs because I've made so many changes over time. I'm gonna see where I put any mushroom trees. So I have one there, which I guess would not be the end of the world to change. And another one there. So I kind of have to move that tree from there, and let's see, because I do have the mushrooms put in a lot of places, but I don't seem to have like the small mushrooms. So I think a lot of the things that I can do is just quickly go in and fix with other mushrooms that I have placed here, and I'm not gonna move, hopefully. Let's see, front. Oh, it's on always front. Yeah, it's unfortunate that I have to like change this, but what are you gonna do? I kind of have to move that one, so that's just gonna be how it's gonna be. And let me change it with this thing here quickly. And this is how it is. Like if you change stuff, if you move textures around, there's gonna be consequences. And I'm not happy about it, but I think long term is gonna look better. And I prefer to have all of my textures in one place. I just think it makes it way easier. So now we're going to go into Photoshop. So I'm gonna turn off the tiled layer in my OBS. I use OBS to do all of my streaming. And so I'm gonna click on this layer here. It's called, should be mushrooms. And I'm gonna move it down lower where I have way more space to do this kind of stuff. Hi, hello, welcome to my channel. And I do have a grid here in Photoshop. So I'm using Photoshop to make the art. It's just easier for me to move stuff around and edit it. And I've made a grid especially for StardewValley textures. It's 16 by 16 for each tile. A lot of these textures are donated just to help me finish the mod faster. I'm very grateful to all of the people in the community that have been so nice and generous and just super helpful. I've also, any textures that I made myself from scratch are available to use. You don't need to ask me for permission. And just you can find them all on Nexus. You shouldn't be able to get them from anybody else. Just name this one color palette. Kind of want to keep it there so I can finish editing that tree. Okay, so I have the mushrooms here. Gonna turn the grid back on so I can finish adding the guidelines, and this will help me do a lot of the art to make sure it fits in where it should be. If you're doing art for StardewValley, I would recommend having this, just so it helps you out. It is a bit tedious in the beginning, but once you have it placed in, it's so useful. And I'm gonna turn this grid back off. And now I'm gonna open open some files. I've recently gotten permission to use some other mushroom textures, so let's see if managed to open the file, because I have some changes in Windows here. Show more options. Extract here. Okay. There it is. So it is a really nice mushroom shape. We're probably gonna make some changes so it's like a bit more, how should I say, droopy. I kind of really love this shape. At the moment, I'm just gonna put it here. And interestingly, it's not fitting in the other shape. So it seems to be going by other methods, or yeah, okay. I think I just gave up on the lower part. Trying to remember what I did such a long time ago. Let me, because I have it written down now, because I always forget to say on the live stream. So, Dugong Kebalik, to my understanding, need the textures for this and allowed me to use them. And I think he just made several versions for different color schemes, so it's like color compatible with color mods. So let me just look for the vanilla version, because that should have like more intense colors, I suspect. Let's see. Yep, so it seems to be like a different shade of red. Got it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so see, it keeps the same color scheme, but just the shape is different. Oh, I'm really loving both, I have to say. It's so pretty. And I don't think I'm gonna make these cuttable, so I don't know. It could be like the seasonal stuff, and these are seasonal versions, I guess I could use it that way. So just let me put it this here then. I think I might have done something wrong with the grid. Let me double check. No, it's going out by 2 pixels. I'm gonna have to change that, I guess. And I'm gonna put this one underneath for now, just because I don't know what to do, and I don't want to lose the texture because I'm terrible with files. I have so much stuff going on, I just cannot keep track of everything. Also gonna move this to another folder, just so I keep everything in one place. And I have a big like folder for all my StardewValley stuff, and hopefully I don't misplace things. Oh. Hey Kirani, how's it going? How are you? Welcome, welcome. I'm just really happy I got to use some really nice mushrooms for the Ghibli Town mod. The shape is so much more interesting than the original, but I still really love it, the original one. So I'm like, I think I might do something in between, just to kind of have 2 types and just make everything a bit more diverse. So it seems like it's less copy pasted, if you know what I mean. When you look into games and you see the same tree for the bajillionth time, you're like, I've seen you before. I am so in a game. It's not realistic. So I had a tree here. I think it was here. So I'm gonna put it back, and I'm gonna put the mushroomy one. Let's see if I can like get it in there. Okay, it's really hard to get it in there, so what I'm gonna do is copy the texture there and then delete it. Because it's so interlocked with so many layers I have, it's like hard to get it in there. So save as PNG. Always save PNG if you want transparency. And there we go. You should have it somehow there. Thank you. I really love how it looks as well. I'm just in love with this. Let's see on which freaking layer it is. Front. Okay. And also, I think I need to like erase this extra stuff here. What is there? Just building, I think I can erase that. This is why I don't like moving stuff around. It's really difficult to fix things. Yep, so I think I fixed that one. So I'm just gonna go back into Photoshop and move like this bulb here. So how have you guys been? How's it going? Are you ready for the quick draw collab? Hey, Susie. Precious kitty. Let's see if I can move the camera so you guys can see her. Yeah, precious baby. And turn on, off and on the texture. If I can, let me see what's going on there, Susie. Okay, and save now. Okay, so let's go back into Photoshop. It seems like I deleted some stuff I shouldn't have. So let's see if I can take some textures from here and put it back on. Okay. Trying my best here. And this always front. Yay! I managed to put it back in. I did cut a bit from that tree. So, copy, paste. And I'm gonna put that one on the buildings layer. There we go. Mushroom looking good. I may move that at some point. Oof. Yeah, complicated. It's like a giant puzzle. I'm just trying to figure out. Like I kind of have a space there right now. And I'm just thinking maybe I should move it. Like I should move the mushroom. And put this on the front. And just go down to the mushroom part and put that on the buildings layer. There we go. I think like it fits better in there. But now I've erased that little chunk, so I kind of have to move everything. So this one, it's on always front, I think. Always front, okay. That one could be on front. So I'm gonna move it from buildings to front and then fix my bush by having it on the buildings layer. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear my cats. They're just, well, we want food. Okay, so. It's okay, they're gonna come back. So this is how it's going. Go back into Photoshop, and I think now I can delete these. So I say that you shouldn't be afraid to like move your textures around. Like it's definitely a pain in the neck or somewhere else to move stuff, but ultimately I think it's worth it. So let's check on tiled. Fortunately, I only had 2 mushrooms on the outside, so it was easy to move them to change the texture. And now I have more room for mushroom trees, and it's gonna be a big part of the Ghibli Town mod, so that's why I wanted to make sure everything was alright with the mushroom trees and that I had space. I didn't think it through right in the beginning, so that was a mistake of mine. And now, as you can see, all of the mushrooms have disappeared. Cat attack. Here they are. Let's see if I can adjust the camera. Because she's very orange, and I don't think the camera is picking up on that. Okay, Susie, you need to let me reach the keyboard so I can save and edit stuff. Oh! Chorizo, why are you so crazy? Give me that. Crazy cat. Huh? Why isn't my undo button working? What happened? Interior shop, Nausicaa. Okay. Huh? What's going on? Okay, somehow Tibin is no longer reacting to commands properly. I can't zoom in anymore. What's going on? What key did you guys press and now I can't use? Working with cats, it's fun. Yeah, I don't know, like I can't zoom in using the Alt key anymore. And I think they must have disabled some feature. Also, my undo button isn't working anymore, and it's just weird. Like, why don't I have undo anymore? I have to use the menus, like the keyboard's not working. Did you turn off my keyboard? There we go. Yep. They turned off my keyboard. I don't even know how they managed to, because like the button is in the back. So maybe when they put their fat butt on my keyboard, it accidentally clicked itself somehow. I got a wireless keyboard because Chorizo keeps trying to chew all of my cables and I don't want him to die electrocuted, so I got rid of the wires. What can I do for him? He's a crazy little cat. He's just chaos. Chaos and coffee beans. What kind of decorations are you putting? Are you putting for Halloween? I really want to put some Halloween decorations as well. I love Halloween. Oh yeah, birthday party. Gotcha, remember. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I remember your daughter loves that. Yeah, like, too bad she's not born in like July or something like that. I wish I was born in October, because I'm born in November and the weather is really bad and it's less fun. It's just sad. And I kind of wish I was born in November. In October. It just seems way more fun. Every month is pretty. I don't know. Like, September is kind of meh, in my opinion, because it's not really autumn. It's just weird. And I feel like other months would have been more fun. Yeah, you get snow, so it's definitely a lot more interesting for you guys. I'm really loving my cat keyboard. The pressure for it is really nice. It feels really nice. It's really silent. I'm so enjoying it. So replenish the mushrooms for Nausicaa's house. Kind of got a bit more diversity going on there. Let's do some NPC animations. Fortunately for Stardew Valley, the animation is like super simple. So Don't really need to do much to get it. Oh, why is it full screen? There we go. So I can just delete this. I don't know, Canada is too much snow for me. I grew up in a four-season just environment, so it's kind of weird for me to have so much snow. And just wanted to let you guys know, like, if you press caps lock accidentally in Photoshop, it will like change your mouse and you might not see what you're doing. So just have that in mind, that if things aren't showing properly, that it might just be because you accidentally pressed the caps lock. Let's see. I'm gonna move the wings as well, so I'm gonna erase this last one just because I want to have some wing movement. Kind of see if It's kind of hard to tell without being able to see the animation, which is kind of a bummer in when doing this in Photoshop. You can do animations in Photoshop, so I could definitely test it out in Photoshop, but it's such a hassle to make any animation in Photoshop that it's just simpler for me to give the texture to Trent, have him animated, just see it in Tiled or in StardewValley, and edit it based on what I see there. And Chorizo is back. What you doing, you silly little cat? Did you have some good num-nums? I'm gonna put the camera here. Hope you don't try and eat it. You've been known to do that. You. My shopping list. He's biting the camera. Please stop attacking it. Be nice. Ow! No. No! And legs. Here we go. No, chorizo. Okay. What is up with that random stray pixel? Just delete it. There we go. And I also need let's see, can I erase it? Yep, okay, good. I also need the other side, just when you do the animation for the walk cycle. You need a left and right. Chorizo, no chewing on the equipment, please. Chorizo. Why you're being naughty? No, 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 no. No, no, no. 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 Stop. Stop. Gata. Ajunge. Nu mai. Băi. Nu fi porc. Nu, chorizo. Putolește-te. Why can't you be nice? Don't be naughty. No. No. No bitey. Come on. He definitely loves to be naughty. There's no doubt about it. Yeah, he definitely is, and I'm not sure if it's like kitten energy, kitten phase, or if it's like just his personality. And if that's gonna be how he is going forward. Because by comparison, Susie is very well behaved. We used to complain about her a lot, but I don't know if she just seems nicer by comparison, or is she like, oh my god, this kitten is crazy, I need to pull my act together or we'll get kicked out of the house. Obviously I wouldn't kick them out of the house, but I don't know, maybe she's thinking that. They will chill after age 2. Yeah, I've never had cats that much, you know. My parents didn't want to have cats. My husband had a lot of cats, and I don't know, he says that they're not well behaved and that they're mean. And like he had better cats, and I don't know, like, have you forgotten how cats were when you were younger, or is that true? Because it's kind of hard to not be biased, I guess. Wow, LED lights. Hope he didn't get electrocuted. Yeah, I mean, I hope Chorizo stops doing that. I had to, like, get rid of my cords and my keyboard. So there, I finished the not so difficult animation. For the little penguin here. It's definitely way easier to change stuff with pixel art. I think that's a big advantage of it. Yeah, so we're gonna have a shop that is going to have the shop owner change. Because for example, Trent wants to go on some adventures with his boat, but to still have the shop open, so it's like gonna be his penguin assistant that takes over while he's away. Which I think is a really cute idea. Because the issue is I made my map so big that it interferes with the NPC's schedule because they need to be like from one side of the map to the other, and it's not feasible. Everything's just too freaking far away. And I don't know how to manage that, so having a shop assistant is how we're gonna work around some issues, which I did not think them through. There are game limitations I didn't think of. I can see now why in Stardew Valley the owner works where he wakes up, but then the shopkeeper works in the same building that he wakes up in, and but the issue is if he needs to go anywhere else, like to the doctor or anywhere, it's just so far away. And I didn't realize that. I kind of wanted to make the map bigger than in Stardew Valley, but I didn't realize that by doing that it's gonna interfere with other things. So we'll see what we can do to work around issues. I'm gonna have to make changes to the scheduling for sure. Yep, so I think that's it for the penguin. I need to make a head sprite for the face. So I'm just gonna take Totoro, save as, and call it Pingu portrait. No worries, hope you're having a good day. I can't wait for the quick draw collab. It's gonna be so much fun. I don't know why I closed the Pingu sprites, because I need the colors. There we go. I feel like I should make him like short. I think that would be quite funny. I think here's the middle of the face. Not exactly sure, but close enough. Chorizo, what are you doing? You better not be chewing any wires. Chorizo? No, 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 no. Heavy no call. Chorizo. Yeah, you're up to mischief. I'd rather you would not do that. Here it is. Chorizo. Chorizo. My fingers are not part of the treat. Why are you always so bitey? No, they're gone. Look, no more. It was just a distraction so you wouldn't chew the server wires, because that's a no-no. You're not a beaver, you're not a rat. Stop chewing wires. All gone. No more. No, no, no. You are just so energetic and up to no good. Did you press on caps lock again? Yes, you did. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe I can make him look upward. Like he's looking up at you. But then would kind of have to be way lower than this. I think I'll just remove the beak for now and just focus on the eyes. Is that like how should I say, big anime eye enough? I feel like I'm going all out. Let's see if I can find like a chibi penguin. So maybe we can get some ideas. Chewy penguin looking up. No, 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 no. Don't make noise for the audience. No! Chorizo, where you a bad boy? No! Stop that. I'm so sorry, guys. He keeps trying to eat my microphone. So what do you think? Is that cute enough? If you see that trying to serve you at the shop, like, is it instant heart melt, or like how much mischief do you think this penguin can get away with just because he's so cute? Hmm. Let's see, I'm kind of on the fence about this one. Like, how do I make it more round? Okay, I kinda don't know. Should I make the Pingu Sprite have him look upward, or is this like looking down okay? Because I feel like when he's talking to you, he should be looking upward, so how do I suggest the upward gaze? Thinking like this. I don't know. I feel like the grays that I've chosen aren't great. So maybe that's part of the problem. Let's copy. Uh-oh. Let's copy paste the other side of the face and duplicate it. Just makes it easier for me to kind of assess stuff. I think it looks really creepy on right now. Like he's staring very intently. And I feel like there's not enough color change from here to kind of show that it is a different part of the face. Should I be doing this like kind of like this to make sure that it's clear it's the eye? Let's open up the total. And yeah, I kind of do have that. Kind of have that with all of the characters, I guess. But I'm just not feeling it for Pingu. And I don't know if he should even have like eyebrows. Like I wouldn't give him eyebrows. Okay, let's undo that because it's terrible. Um, okay, so kind of trying to figure out how to do this. Hey, Hiroka Misu. Penguin, yes. Cute penguin. It's gonna be a shopkeeper for Trent. Trent's the one that does all the programming for Ghibli Town. And he asked for a penguin shop assistant, so I'm making one for him, trying to figure out how to do the eyeballs. Really not happy with how it's turning out, but that's kind of how I do things. I try things out, and if it doesn't work, then I'll try something else. Yeah, it was last time as well, just so I can show off my kittens, my kitty cats. They come and they delete my projects, and they're like little gremlins. But I love them very much, even though they're up to no good. Yeah, he's new. He's like 3 months old, I think. 2 months old, 3. Yeah, he is cute. And yeah, Susie's 3 years old. And she's better behaved. Like, she's never chewed any wires, unlike this little fella here. His name's Chorizo. That's his name. And he loves to purr. I don't know if you can hear it. No, no. Oh. Okay. He stole my microphone cover. So this thing that goes over the microphone, he just stole it. Sorry about the noise. I'm not gonna put it back on because it makes a lot of noise, so I'm just gonna leave it. He's been trying to destroy it. What are you doing there now? Get a cat, they said. It will be fun, they said. No. Chorizo, why you do this to me? My dairy is up to evil and destruction. I'm gonna try and see if I can put him in his, like, I made a little nest for them here. See if I'll be able to have them stay there for you guys a bit. He is just all over the place at this age. I'm hoping he'll like chill later on. Like, that's my hope. But he's a lot of fun. Like, he always wants to play. He's very affectionate. He purrs a lot, which is not something that Susie does, so we're happy about that. Like, we kind of wish she would purr, but she's not the purring kind. Oh, awesome. What kind of pixel art do you do? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, pixel art is one of the easiest game art styles you can go for. Especially when it comes to animation, it's just so easy to do. And it has a lot of the perks of vector um, art and animation. It's more limited than vector art, but it's way easier to get some nice art with pixel than with vector, because people do a lot of filling in the gaps. So if they have goodwill towards your towards your game or your art, they'll fill in a lot of the blanks. Yeah, it's I would say that modding for Stardew Valley is kind of a really nice way to get into it. I've been doing video game art way longer than I was doing for Stardew Valley. And I've never liked pixel art because it is so limiting, because I am coming from the other end where I was doing like complicated, really nice, beautiful art. So pixel art just seemed like such a step down that I just had no desire whatsoever to get into it. But I kind of started getting fond of it. It's just the speed of it that I like. Because doing the stuff that I'm doing for Ghibli Town, if I were to do it with regular art, it would just take forever. And I know some people don't like Stardew Valley because it's like too colorful and it hurts their eyeballs. Personally, I don't have a problem with that. I do enjoy it. It just has like really bold, playful colors. And definitely because it's pixel art, you can just cheat so much with the animation, which is a big bonus. It takes so much time to do the animation that having like a little cheat way is something that I like. Just shared your art with my eldest daughter and she said she loves it so much. Aw, she needs me to print so she can put it on her wall. Oh, that's so sweet. I like how diverse the community is. Like, a lot of people have taken the Stardew Valley vanilla art and have done so much to um, change it in different directions, take inspiration from Japanese and other video games that they like. And I'm happy for it. There's just a lot of goodwill in general in the community. I personally try and stay true to the vanilla as much as I can, just because out of appreciation. And for the Ghibli town, I kind of try and do the Ghibli style of portrait, which isn't the most, I guess you would say stereotypically beautiful anime. Like, even when you look at Kiki. I've seen some anime portraits for Stardew Valley and they're just gorgeous, but they're not Ghibli. So for me, it's I wish I could use that, but I don't really want to. I kind of want to preserve the shapes in Ghibli, but I do kind of allow myself to kind of go into more pretty portraits. So I'm kind of torn. Like, I want to do Ghibli shape, but I also want it to be pretty. So I'm like, maybe I'll keep this one, and maybe I'll get some better ideas on how to do this better at some point. Okay, so turn on the grid and just make this several times, just so Trent has like a basis for it. And I put the dots just so I remember, like, oh, red is anger, blue is sad, and pink is happy, and green is default. And we can start testing out the code. And then I'll do, a lot of this stuff is placeholder, and hopefully at some point we'll get like farther along and hopefully in a finished state. Wouldn't that be grand to finish the mod? Or at least get it working to the point where we can like share it with people. Because right now it's kinda empty, but we're waiting on the latest update. We would love to have some changes for the modding support, so there are a lot of things we want to add and just not break anymore. Like, there has been some Clubstudio Paint, not Clubstudio Paint, gosh, content patcher updates where the warps no longer break, because I was working on them and I would sometimes delete the warps somehow. I don't know what was going on, but that was a thing that happened. I also wanted to say thank you so much to, let me see if I can read the name, Dugong Kebalik, for letting me use his mushroom trees. Because look at these trees, they're so fun compared to the vanilla. Like, I still like the vanilla, and maybe I'll make some changes to the vanilla, but I'm so loving this new shape, and it fits so well with Nausicaa's theme with all the mushrooms and the bugs. I can't wait to get along further with Nausicaa. Yeah, droopy mushrooms, awesome. I'm so loving the droopy mushrooms. It's so whimsical and just happy and fantastical, and I love it. It's really nice. See, Ghibli suburbs, because I wanted to add some bushes here. I think that would be really nice. Maybe add a tree. And where can I get like a bit here? Let's see where I have the textures for the ground. There we go. And just finally kind of sort of populating the area here and just moving it on buildings. And I'm pressing shift just so I can select more. Shift, shift, and cut, and then paste on the buildings layer. Yeah, it's so cheerful. Like, I'm doing the default with spring, but I'm hoping in time that we'll kind of have seasonality and just have all kinds of seasons. We want to have a season that is floodable, so like a lot of areas will no longer be accessible because it will be underwater. So if we can do that, that will be so freaking awesome. But remains to be seen if it will be doable with the code. Like, I was talking to Trent, and technically it should be doable. And just have the maps change from one season to another where you can't reach someplace because there's water there. I really love that in Spirited Away, if anybody's seen the anime. It's really beautiful. And that was just the concept right out from the start. If anybody's seen my previous videos, they know I was doing kind of some concept art for how I'd like the mod to look like, because I was looking for someone to help me with the code, and so I knew that I needed to kind of show what I wanted to kind of explain everything. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get around that. I've not been able to find anybody able to do any covers of it. 'Cause there's the issue. If I wanna put it on Nexus Mod so it is available for everybody, then there's like copyright issues and I cannot use the music from the studio, like the original one. I cannot do that. And so I think I might be able to go around it if I use covers, so it's like fan art music. The issue with that is just that I haven't found anybody able to do it. I'm not a musician, so I don't know what the difficulties are. I guess just a lot of people are intimidated and view them as like masterpieces and they just don't want to touch it. Or maybe there are just not that many musicians in the Stardew Valley community. Also, it's a lot of work. Yeah, so we had someone that helped us with the music from Mermaid Island, but then when they disappeared off the face of the map, they didn't give us access to the mod, so we couldn't maintain the code for the mod, and it broke, and we had to then fix the music on our island to exclude them. So also whoever would make the music would need to give us access to it, because it's such a big part. We need to be able to be in control and maintain that aspect of the coding. So that's another issue you have to keep in mind. Because a lot of people come and go from the community, you know, you get bored of the game and then you move on, and it's normal and it's natural, but the issue is like, what do you do with the code? It sounds painful to maintain. It is for the programmer for sure. For me, it's not so much because I'm not the one doing the programming, so I'm like, you know, just happy to be here. But whoever has to like code for all of this stuff, yeah, it is a pain. And whenever there's like Smoppy changes, Stardew Valley changes, like all the support mods change. It's just But good part is that, you know, if you're a beginner programmer and you just wanna do something helpful and useful for everybody, just the easiest way is to just do a reboot mod. Just take a mod that's broken and people want it and just fix it, and there'll be a lot of people that will love you for it. Well, I guess the animations is one thing that it's simple to do, and it would just take it off my to-do list, because I always like push it, because I'm like, okay, it's not urgent for me to do it now. I have like other more complicated stuff I need to get done, so it just gets pushed down the list. So I guess animations, buildings I still need to finish. Like for example, let me show you Ghibli main. Where was it? Ghibli main map. There we go. So like for example, this building here, it is from up on Poppy Hill, the Latin Quarter building. But like this one's really complicated to do, so I'm kind of never gave it to anybody to finish because it's just so much decision making that has to go into it. Like you have to pick and choose what you keep and what you don't, and if you're not an experienced pixel artist, it's hard to make choices that result in like good art. For example, the beautiful building for Arietti's shop is made by Sonrier, and she just does amazing pixel art. And she did the building for Arietti's shop, she did the building for Kiki's delivery service, and they just look awesome. She just does amazing work. She did the Japanese building mod, and I am using some of her buildings already. Like all the Japanese buildings here are made by her. She let me graciously, generously let me use her buildings. The other ones are from Yellog and Amy Stardew. And look at this, it's just so awesome. And I used part of that to kind of make the train stations, and it was so helpful to have like a jumping off point into all of this. Yeah, it is so beautiful. Like half the stuff here is not made by me, if not more. In the sense that like I put it together and try to make everything cohesive, so it seems like it's sort of from the same mod. Like these bushes here with flowers are from Ali's StardewValley, and she was nice enough to let me use it. And these are some sad lavender plants. It's just a recolored bush. Obviously it's not very good. It's a placeholder. At the moment I need lavender bushes to kind of have like a lavender stuff here, and just going to have a farming shop thing here with the tea bushes and all of that. It looks like crocus. It's not supposed to look like crocus. I'm so sorry. I will get around to doing something better at some point. At the moment I just wanted to have it done so I know where to put stuff, because you kind of have to arrange a lot of things and placeholders everywhere. Like a lot of this stuff is gonna look different at some point. In fact, if anybody's curious, you can just go look at older videos, kind of see how it used to be to look. I personally do not look at the older videos because I don't want to scare myself. I know I should probably think about it as, oh, look how much progress you've made, and mostly I'm gonna think, oh, it's so bad. It's so ugly. So I just avoid looking at the older videos. always different feel from different perspective. Yeah, for sure. I hate looking at my old art. I hate keeping old art. Like I often um, trash my art. Like the way I do is I'll make something like 20 times until I get the version that I like, and then the other 19 illustrations I'll just chuck them in the trash where they belong. And my mother would always like kind of try and rescue that art from the trash, and then my husband kind of picked up that habit, and his office is just full of my ugly art. And it's kind of annoying in a way that people mostly see my ugly art because I keep the nice one for myself. So I kind of gave my mom some nice art as well, and my husband to be like, hey, please have some decent art. Just so that people don't think I'm a crappy artist, because I can do better, I promise. Yeah. I think I did throw away some art that he didn't see. He didn't notice. I don't know what happened to it. Because it was in a box and it was like in the way, and I was trying to vacuum and just clean the house, and I was like, where am I gonna put all this trash? He said he was gonna take it to work. He didn't, so I was like, well, he is not here. He is not around. This will go into the trash. And now I have room to vacuum. Yay. I can make it nice and pretty. Yeah. And let's put some swampy trees here, because I kind of wanted to kind of become kind of a swamp area, sort of. And I kind of have pine trees in the upper part of the map, and then it goes to like normal and then swampy. Mangrove trees as it goes towards the sea. So I'm making the maps in tiled. I don't know if there are any better versions, alternatives to this. It's mostly just what I've used. And I haven't heard of any other better stuff, so it's kind of like, use what you got, you know? Yeah, it makes the maps, and there's not much I gotta do. For it, in a way. I just place stuff. It can get a bit complicated once you have art on all of the layers, like the front, the building, and all that, and you're trying to get that more dense kind of look that I like. I make very crowded stuff. Because just how I do. I like to make it very dense. I like to have a lot of flowers. I know not everybody's like that, so Yeah, I really enjoy it. Flowers are good. I agree. And in this area, like nobody's gonna go through here, so I can, to some extent, kind of put stuff on top. And not have to worry about layering as much as I would if because like for the trees here you need to put them all on the right layer, like um you have always on top, always on top, yeah, which is the always front layer, and then you have the front layer and the buildings layer and the back layer, and each have like different behavior code wise, so you kind of have to have that in mind when you do this. My eyes are closing. I'll be heading to bed now. Good night. Thank you for coming by. Oh, good for telling me about the time, because I should be ending the stream as well. I have some chores to do. So thank you so much for coming. Hope you've enjoyed it. And just see you in the next one, in the next live stream. Probably next week. I'll announce it on my YouTube channel for sure. It should notify you. Good night. It's me finished the tree here. I kind of don't want to forget to finish these trees because I'm never gonna finish them afterwards if I... There we go. I think I'm done for kind of what I wanted to do. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the live stream. I'm going to have another live stream next week. I might stream Stray, the video game with the cat. Yeah, thinking what I need to tell you guys. The quick draw collab is most likely going to be at the end of this month. We still have 2 slots open if you're an artist and want to join us. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye bye everyone.